unexplored area. Lot of time unexplored area. Friends and family hardly know about your business. They know you have a factory here, they know you're doing very good, but they really do not know about what can happen in this. Give them that info. Give them a brief. Give them an idea. How many of your friends and family have visited your own website? Check with them. None. Honestly, none. They must have checked your Facebook profile, but they have not checked your website. Right? They probably know you've got an award, but they have not understood who has given that award. What is the significance of that award in the company? So try and make this gap slightly with an information which you can share with them. That will give you an edge over others. This is one point which we could start off with. All right? Am I making some sense? Is it helping someone? Great. Next point. Correspondence. Aged old. I think it is. I see a lot of senior gentlemen here. They would say, "Ye to we've been doing ever since we thought of." Many young people like me would say, "You send 10 letters or 100 emails or 50 emails or 1000 emails. 10 of them or only 1% of them get attended. Rest all them bounce back." Agreed. No problems with that. But this is by default. If you do not correspond, if you do not start putting, it's like having a newspaper. You know the information is available. Why do you still buy newspapers in your offices? You probably get information across all different channels, on your television, on your mobile phone, but still you need a newspaper. You want something which is coming in black and white. You want something which you want to flip around. You are aware that this information is reached to me, but still you want something in black and white, something which can be preserved, something which can be recorded, something on which action can be taken. So correspondence, of course, I'm not asking you to please send a post or a mail or email. Yes, emails are important. Emails have to be sent. Communication through email is now become kind of a doctor pill prescription. AM emails in AM and PM emails in PM. Right? So you should reply and respond accordingly. That's the demand which people have started expecting. So if you get an email in AM, please reply in AM. If you get an email in PM, you are expected to reply back in PM. What reply is not important? Yes, sir? 2-3 days later? Maybe that's the jugaad which you can find in, because you can say it was replied in AM. We are in an age where we are full of technologies. Everyone is on WhatsApp. Everyone is on BBM, everyone is on Skype, iTouch. Use them. How many of you use Skype? I think most of importers use. Chinese use it very, very, very effectively. So you do this business with China, you do a lot of Skype. But how many of you use Skype to talk to your exporters? Hardly. You do? Hardly. Why not? Why not? FaceTime. I mean, in the sense, any of your video conferencing tool. Skype, FaceTime, all your free video conference tools are very good. They are cost free, cheap. Use them. Don't call them. Talk to them face to face on Skype. It makes a lot of, just by when you're talking, it will help saying, "Oh yeah, you know, you're wearing a nice blue shirt." This does not talk anything about business, but it will help him. You do not know where is he. When you call him up, every time it becomes a slightly formal, but this becomes slightly informal when you're doing a video chat, and it doesn't cost you. Use the latest technologies available. Use WhatsApp, use Skype, use whatever they are comfortable with. Communicating to that person is much easier now if you want to communicate. If you want to communicate to that individual, how many are on LinkedIn? I can talk about all social networks. LinkedIn. If I want to get to Mehul Bhai, I can search him around and find his email ID without any requirement of talking to anyone in the company. Am I correct, sir? You will be available. I can at least reach you. I can make sure that the email reaches him. I can make sure that the SMS reaches him. Email may bounce back, SMS not. He has no other. And lastly, I am still the old safety precaution. I will send him a post which will read Mr. Mehul Shah, and it will only reach to his table. It will not get bounced back. Option ही नहीं है. So communication or correspondence, writing a letter, introducing your company, talking to the prospective buyer has to happen. It is a kind of a non-stop automated activity which should happen as an exporter. Non-stop. Whether for your existing market, whether for your new market. Results? Yes. You may say, if I send 100 emails, 99 of them may bounce back, 97 of them bounce back. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. Bouncing back of emails are for n number of reasons. Anyone in the IT company or IT sector would know why could an email get bounced back. I don't know, most of us don't even read why the email has bounced back. Or mailer daemon aaya, delete. It's bounced back. Email is junk. No one takes further actions. The further action is required now. Further action is required is get the source. Where do you get that source of email from? We have very common sense available on the email. Anything at the rate of thatcompany.com is a website of the company. Everybody knows that. Go to their website. See, is there a change in the email? So earlier it was info. Now it is changed to contact us. Great. Send it to contact us. Update your records. The info has deleted. Now it is contact us at xyzcompany.com. If it still bounces back, you do something else. Do the next step. Call them up. Check with them. Is there an email change, or do I want to send to an MD? What email should I send? Probably they'll give you an info ID or they'll give you a secretary's ID. No problem. But reaching is not a problem. The important issue when we do correspondence or communication is the content. A lot of time we talk a lot of things in a content and which hardly really matters to that client. Everybody gets junk mail. Most of you get junk mail. And what it happens? It gets automatically filtered in junk. Correct? Few which doesn't get, you glance through it, you say this is not interested, out. That means the time span of that email on the screen is so short. If you do not have precise points, it will then go next time to junk. Because this time probably it is not in junk, you are lucky. So we start writing a communication which is pinpoint, addressed, very specific, made to things in the sense, not make it clutter. A company was started in 1930, we have won so many awards. The buyer at the moment is not interested with this. Is not interested. Why do you get emails which says, or SMSs and communication which says, it starts with saying, we have free offer for you. You know this marketing gimmick which says, we have free offer for you. The minute it says free offer, you say, okay, show me what is it. So even in exports, we need to put it up in such a way. If you know that company requires packaging cartons, you start your email that we can assist you in your packaging carton requirements. Or details of packaging cartons. Something in that fashion which makes the buyer's interest in your email, in your communication. You give him details. All of us have a fancy websites. Right? Most of you have it. All of you have a website. Do you really make your buyer go to the website? You don't. He asks you catalog, you send him a PDF file. He asks you photograph, you send him a photograph. Why not? Why not ask them and say, this is the link of a website. Please go to the website, click this link, he will get it. The reason you ask him to go to that website is not only that, because when he is looking at the website, he is looking at the banner which says, we got this award. He is looking at the other stuff in the, okay, he says, who is the director? Let me just even see that. He can do lot of things when he is on a website rather than just on your email. Why not we induce him go to that page? Why just give him spoon feed? He asks you price list, you send him price list. End of the story. He asks you copy of sample, you send him sample. That is required, but not immediately. Let us drive them to a communication point where he understands the company. Once he understands the company, once he knows, the business element will take care of its own. You will negotiate, you will discount, you will work out on pricing, you will give the quality, and the product is all, I am sure, most of you are experts with. I may not want to discuss that. But this is something which is important. This is key when it helps in terms of marketing. I remember an incident in UK. With a client of mine, I was with UK and we were exploring the possibility of imitation jewelry. Now I knew a client, we had a contact, we had discussed that, and they were in Manchester. We were in London, they were in Manchester. I mean, if you know people who knows UK, Manchester is around 10 hours by road drive, bus drive, 10 to 12 hours. We were ready to go down. We called them up before leaving India. Email was sent, exchange and stuff like that. They said, you come to London and then we'll discuss when we can meet. Fair enough. We went to London, we called them up. They said, okay, you know what, this week we are busy. Why don't you send an email with all your details and we'll come back to you. I said, you know what, I'm in London. I can show you all the samples. He said, no, at the moment, we want email. I said, yeah, but I said, okay, I'll send you an email. Sitting in London, in my hotel room, we sent an email, which was already sent probably quite a long time back. We again resent it. Then we call them, yeah, we got an email, but you know, we want to see the samples also. I said, yes, I'm carrying samples, and I'm in London. You tell me, I can come down to Manchester, I have no problem. No, London is too far, you'll have to drive down this week. Why don't you send me photographs first? The whole logic was, they wanted to first have a communication channel. If they were interested, then they were interested to meet. If I would have insisted to go, still they would have not met. That's what the kind of scenario I could guess. In the sense, if I would be in the office, they would say, no, sorry boss, I'm busy today. The point which I wanted to put forward to you is that communication that time is so critical for them. I had to make sure that I have to show her which interests her to make me meet. I had to Google around and see, do they sell in UK? What do they sell? Can I show something which is similar to her so that she invites me immediately to her office? So this is kind of a communication which we need to make sure that the buyer is interested in us. Otherwise, they have their own ways of working. They will take their own really good time. Of course, they'll never give you time. Order dispatch date is always less by 10 days than what you expect. Correct? Draft your letters clearly and up to the point. Keep track of. This is one thing which is we've lost in emails. No tracking happens. No tracking happens. We're talking about junk mail. After the mail is received in junk, someone of your export staff will come and tell you, yes sir, this directory you had given me when you came from South Africa, we have sent it to all the clients. 100 was there or 500 were there, 499 have come back. End of the story. But my dear friend, the South African directory is 2 years old. I bought it because in hotel it was lying as Raddi. But for me, it gave me 400 names. If out of 400, if 4 names also clicked, for me there's a business potential. What I need to then do is, if 449 have come back or 450 have come back, I have to start looking at an alternative contact point. Either it can be through call, either it can be through post. Trust me, post still reaches, by Indian Post still reaches people. So it's not that posts are done and dusted. They still reach people. Somebody nicely advised me as a part of a client who says, you know, I generally send an email, then I call, I send them a fax, and I still send them by post, my catalog and my letter. I said, why? You know what, if everything fails, after 20 days when this letter goes, it comes as a reminder to that gentleman. I said, yeah, that sounds nice. Because the post will never reach on time. So it's not a timely required document. But at one point of time, it will reach you and then it will give you a reminder, give the buyer a reminder, you know, that yes, something of this company had contacted me, or there was some email, some communication, which was there. So sticking to this plan of writing emails, communicating with the buyer is utmost important, even in exports. I'm sure it is there in locals as well, but in exports more so. Now the question comes is, if the data which we are going to use is a crucial thing, where do I get this data from? We have n number of sources. Google is been said that yes, but I would say not necessary. There are n number of other sources, genuine source, correct source, effective source. Start talking to your EPCs, councils, Capexcel. How many of you have visited Capexcel's website? I hope everyone knows what is Capexcel, right? How many of you have visited a website of Capexcel? Very few. Do you know there is an option called trade leads? Right? Have you explored that trade leads? I know everyone I'm telling you, so everyone will be doing the same thing maybe later on. So it's a big competition. But yes, have you explored that? There are councils who are providing you information, like Capexcel, like FIO, like other organizations. Use those informations as your data collection point. addresses will come, information will come. And trust me, no matter what we may say that there is a inquiry which is sent and floated across the world, fair enough. Why not you become across the world vendor? Why not? That inquiry or information is not home generated. It is not someone who is sitting at home and like he creates WhatsApp messages, he is creating these inquiries. The inquiry is something requirement. So you can always look into the option and go and attend that. Decide the parameters, how much time and effort you want to give, but it has to be attended. So councils are your first source of the data. Indian consulates abroad. A lot of my clients have a very positive response with that, and many of my clients also have a very negative response with that. The biggest mistake whenever we say write to consulate, everybody rushes to the South Bombay consulate offices, sends a person and says, we want information.